Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back. My name is Lily. Today we will be doing our budget with me for May 2025. As of now, let's start with our calendar and lay out all our bills. Our mortgage is always due on the 1st. Payday for my part-time job was on the 2nd from the grocery store. Okay, and I think my Bank of America credit card was also due. On Saturday, the 3rd, there were no bills, and this mortgage has already been paid. That's paid actually from the income from last month because I didn't get my full-time check until I don't get it until the 9th. So this mortgage is paid with last month's income. And then our next bill due on the 7th was the water bill. That has already been paid as well. And then from our full-time job, like I said before, that payday was or will be on the 9th. Payday. And then our next bill isn't due until the 12th. Because I use my HELOC, I don't have a lot of bills going out every month because I've consolidated everything. So let's see, on the 12th is our cell phone bill. Okay, and then on the 13th is our gas bill that's due. And loan number 1. And then on the 14th, the internet bill is due. I'm sorry for scribbling out, but I just want it to be easier to read. But we're a work in progress, so that's okay. All right, now next, we don't have any bills due on the 15th. And payday from our part-time job is again on the 16th. So it looks like we get paid 3 times for our part-time job this month. And this is our part-time. So that's a good thing. So next, the 17th, nothing is due. The next bill comes out on the 19th, what is our electric bill. And I'm feeling a lot better, guys. Thank you to all my subscribers that did wish me well while I was going through that. I don't know what I had. It was kind of bad, but I had to push through it and get out those videos. But I don't know if it was a combination of my sinuses and just being so tired because I've been working both the full-time and part-time, still adjusting, but I'm getting up really, really early. So I'm not getting as much sleep as I usually do, but I'm still adjusting. Okay, next on the 22nd, loan number 2 is due. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate all the support and wishing me well. And then next, and what I like is the fact that I have income coming in every Friday. So this week, it looks like on the 23rd, I get paid from my full-time job. Okay. And then next, it looks like we got all the bills for this week, which is 1, 2, 3. The 4th week, next, the HELOC. So the HELOC is due. The HELOC is due there. And then we get another payday. But this payday is from our part-time job. Okay. So that should be interesting. I'm excited to see how much I bring in for this month with getting 3 checks. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our numbers so we can see what we should be expecting. The mortgage is always due on the 1st. And that will be $741, $12. And loan number 1. Loan number 1 is due on the 13th. And that amount is $650, $650.38. Loan number 2 would also be coming out. So loan number 2, that's due on the 22nd. And that is for a total of $464.23. And then our HELOC. So the HELOC this month, because that HELOC will fluctuate every month. So it depends upon how much the balance is that I use. So as of now, it looks like my balance on my HELOC is $16,956.39. And what is due for the HELOC, which is due on the 28th, it was $254.35. Okay. And again, this is a big difference from what I used to pay when I had these credit cards. These credit cards at the time, I believe I had over $20,000 that I was paying in credit cards, but I have paid this down. But at one time, I was paying almost $1,000 towards just credit cards per month. And once I consolidated them over into the HELOC, it was like less than $300. And that was with all $20,000 on that HELOC. But it was at a lower interest rate. So I was saving so much more. Okay, now next, the electric. So I would encourage a HELOC, but please do your research. I got my HELOC years, so I had it probably 2 years before I actually start using it the correct way, or the way as far as using velocity banking, which is a better way or a method to use that HELOC where you can pay it down faster. So once I learned how to use it accurately, I saw the benefit, most definitely. So let's go back. So the electric bill is due on the 19th, and that bill this month will be $69.33. The gas bill, which is the 13th of May, which is due, that gas bill is going to be $121.75. The water bill was due this month. It was due on the 7th, or it will be due on the 7th, but I've already paid it. And that bill was $186.68. Our internet bill is due on the 14th. And that was or is $83. And last but not least, our cell phone, which is due on the 12th. Did we put that on our calendar? Yep, cell phone due on the 12th. And that cell phone bill is $163.66. And this includes 2 cell phones. Okay. And then our W-2 part-time job for income. So I'm not sharing my full-time income just yet, but I will share my part-time income. So for the part-time income, like we said, it's going to be on part-time paycheck on the 2nd. We'll get another one on the 16th and the 30th, which is great. And then our full-time, we will get paid on the 9th as well as the 23rd. Okay. So let's see. So with our debt, so as of now, all of these credit cards have a zero balance or were closed. So I do not carry any balances on the credit card. I do have one working credit card, which is my Bank of America card. Like, I do still use these because I want to keep them open. And I think I did close one of the American Express cards here recently. So, and I'll let you know what those are in our debt confession. Let's see. I think it was this one, number 3, we closed. But let me make sure. I want to make sure. Because it's not only a zero balance, but it is actually closed. Yep, so I think it's number 3. So I closed that one. And then I think it was another Chase number 3 was closed too. So I've been slowly but surely closing these guys. And then TJ Maxx and Kohl's. So I have a total, and these are open, US Bank 1 and 2. And this one is our working credit card. So I do use it to pay any bills that I can use to pay with a credit card. And I pay it off every month. Okay, so, but there's no balances on those. And then that Bank of America card, the balance that it did have, and I paid it off. It was due on 5/2. And the balance that was on it that I used for the month of April was $972.05. And then no savings, because I will utilize all my savings every month, so I don't let it roll over. I have an emergency fund, and I keep that separate. Okay, so, oh yeah, so for the part-time job for May, I'm anticipating that I will make at least, so this is an estimate. So my goal will be at least to bring in $400 from my part-time job for the month of May. Okay, so let's add up what we have going out actually, but these numbers are what is actually due, but they're not what I actually pay. For my mortgage, I always pay a little bit more. For this loan one, I am paying extra on that as well, and I'll show you, like I said, on my debt confession. And I think everything else is just getting paid its minimal balance, but I do have a few. Oh yeah, and loan number 2, I do round up on that as well. So I round up on my mortgage. Loan 2 is also rounded up. And then loan 1 is the one that I'm working on paying down. So I'm paying a substantial chunk to that. But I'll show you that later. So let's add up our numbers. So for this month, what will be going out will be $741.12, $650.38, plus $464.23. $254.35, $69.33, $121.75, $186.68, plus 83, which is the internet, plus 163.66, which is our cell phone. Okay, so we're still on track. So as of now, what we have going out as far as our bills will be $2,734.50. Okay, and as far as the debt, which is still a credit card, but like I said, I pay that off. $972.05. Okay, so we'll keep that separate because actually this amount here includes like my electric, my gas, internet, cell phone, and then I think I pay one of my is it one of my insurance? Yeah, insurance is also on here. Life insurance policies is on here that I pay, but it's paid separately, so I don't include it into my budget. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that. Thanks again for watching. So we're doing pretty good, keeping this balance down low, and then I will give you more information as we go along and share our debt confession for the month of May. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.